Hello YouTube, how you guys doing today? I'm gonna be going through the steps to install, quote unquote, the NetBeans 11.0, the newest version that's out right now. So we're gonna go ahead and look up NetBeans 11. So we're gonna go to the first result on Google. All you have to do is type in NetBeans 11, and there's a couple of links here, and what you're going to notice is one says source and one says binaries. Now what source means, it means it's the human readable code, and the binaries, it's machine level code, so it's already compiled. That's basically the differentiation. If you download the source code, which we're not going to do in this video, you'd have to go down here and follow the building from source steps. And then you'd have to go get Apache Ant 1.0 or greater. We are going to need, however, we're going to need Oracle's Java 8. We're going to need that JDK in order to run JavaFX later on. So what we're going to do is we're going to download this binary right here. I already downloaded this, so I'm not going to re-download it. Actually, you know what? I will for the hell of it, just so you guys can see. So they have different sites that you can download. Don't get intimidated by this. I know this is not just the regular download and that's it, but what you're going to be downloading is a zip file that you're going to extract, and then you're going to run it from there. So instead of using the European version, I'm just going to use the US version, and it'll download like you can see here. I'm just going to cancel it because I already have it downloaded, and it's in my downloads file. So I'm gonna go ahead and look that up right meow.
Okay.
Incubating. So I have a couple of them, as you can see here, because I've done this a couple times. So what we want to do here is we want to click on the .zip. We're gonna go in, and then we're gonna hit extract all. And when we hit extract all, we're gonna choose where we want to send it to. Normally what I do is I'll go ahead and go to documents, and then I'll just extract. It's going to tell me that there's something there already because there is something there already, and this takes some time, so it takes something like 3-4 minutes. I guess it depends on how strong your computer is, but I'm not going to do that anyway because I already have all that stuff here. You're going to go to your wherever you place that NetBeans file. You're going to go there and you're going to get into the NetBeans folder. So let me just make a step up. This is my documents. I got here incubating NetBeans 11.0 dash bin. So we're gonna hit NetBeans after that, and then we're gonna go to the bin, and from here is where we can run our file. Now what I like to do sometimes is I'll create a shortcut to this. That's completely up to you. You could also pin it to start or pin it to taskbar. You got different options here. So if I pin it to taskbar, you can see it shows up right here, and then all I got to do is click this. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with that. Now something really important that you have to know, in this tutorial we're gonna be running various projects, many of which are gonna be JavaFX. So by the way, if it asks you to install Ant when you start this up, or when you go to start a program, just hit yes and let it install Ant. I had to do it earlier. Now when you go to create your first project, it'll actually ask you. We're gonna go ahead and create a JavaFX as our first project. It's not really our first project. I just want to walk you through these steps. It's gonna go ahead and ask you to download and activate this NB Java C library, which is basically the Java for the Apache NetBeans IDE. It's gonna be the Java compiler. So accept, install. Okay, activating JavaFX 2. Okay. So here's something important that you want to know. You want to have Java 1.8, Java JDK 1.8 installed, which is basically Java JDK version 8. I already did this beforehand, but I did want to show you because, and I'll tell you. Actually, we're gonna make a quick cut scene here, and we're gonna go ahead and install that, and we're gonna add it to the configuration file, which is something important that you have to do. So what I originally had downloaded was the latest version of Java JDK, which is version 12. That one doesn't work with NetBeans or Eclipse. That's a whole nother story, but I'm going to walk you through getting the actual version that you will need to develop in Java today. So you're going to go to Java SE Development Kit 8. It's the first thing that pops up, and then you're going to obviously accept, and then you're going to choose your flavor. So I'm running Windows x64, so that's what I'm going to download. Then you go ahead and download that. Now, I've already done this, but just for the hell of it, I'm going to go ahead and do it again. It's going to ask you your Oracle account sign in. So, yeah, just go ahead and do that. Sign in. It'll download that for you. And then just show in folder once it's done. Now, I know I have this motherfucker here somewhere. I have JDK 12.0.2 and JDK 8U221, and well, this is the most recent version of Java JDK 8. So that's the one that we're gonna install. We're gonna go through the wizard. We're gonna install it. It's gonna end up being in your program files folder. If this thing wants to ever freaking turn on. So it's going to ask you for permission. You're going to go ahead, run through the installer. It's going to tell me that I already have a version, so please uninstall. So you're just going to run through the installer yourself. It's just clicking forward. That's all you're doing. So then once you've actually installed it, what you want to do is you want to go to your C drive, and you want to go to your program files. You're going to go to Java, and then here you're going to hit Java. It's going to install, see, this is the old JDK that I have here, but it's going to install both a JDK and a JRE. Now, what you're going to need is the address to the JDK. Oh, excuse me. So you're going to copy that, and what we want to do, let me see if I can find this stuff here. So we're going to go back to our NetBeans file. Now remember, this is wherever we set this before. So I set mine under documents. That's where I extracted it. And then incubating NetBeans, blah, blah, blah. And right here at NetBeans, instead of going to bin like we normally do, we're going to go to etc or etc. And then we're going to go to the NetBeans.configuration. And then down here, how it will normally be, is going to have a hashtag like this, and here it's going to just say something like path to JDK. But what you want to do is you want to, between the quotes, very important, between the quotes, you want to have this set there, because that's what's going to set it as the default platform for the JavaFX programs that we're going to be running later on. So NetBeans, and you want to make sure you don't have a hashtag at the end there. You don't want that. So we're going to hit save, or just to show you, control S is usually what I press, but save. And that's how we're going to install that, not install, but that's how we're going to set up our configuration file for the JDK. Okay. Anyway. Alright. So now we're back here. If it asks you to install anything, just go ahead and do it. It asked me to install ants for this specifically earlier on. So we're just gonna go ahead and hit new project. Now it's not shaded in anymore. We can actually create these, and as you'll notice, we have the Java JDK JavaFX JDK 1.8. Then all we're gonna do, actually, I'm just gonna run you through this because these come preloaded already with Hello World programs. Even though we're gonna create another Hello World program just so you guys can see. So let's finish that. JavaFX application 1. Okay, so you get a nice quick peek into what a Java program looks like. So here it's part of the package that the whole application is. Actually, I'm not going to explain too in depth over here because you guys are too new still. So all we're going to do is just double check that it actually works. We're going to run it, hit the play button, allow it to load. And so we got our Hello World program. Now the cool thing is about this one is that whenever you click Hello World, the actual console output is Hello World. So that's something cool about this pre-packaged application, and you can mess around with it. Here's where the button set text is at, and here's where it actually does the action that it's gonna do. So you could change this around a little bit and put like welcome to Java or something like that, and then say the stuff, you know, something simple like that, just so you could get a feel for what the application is actually doing. And so it's gonna do say the stuff just like I put it to, and then down here it's gonna do welcome to Java just like I said it to. So that's enough for this particular video. It's running a little bit long now. I'm gonna cut this up, so I'll see you guys in the next video.